Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose Langenheim, better known as Ruby Rose, is an Australian model, DJ, recording artist, actress, television presenter, and former MTV VJ. Rose emerged in the media spotlight as a presenter on MTV Australia, followed by several high-profile modeling gigs, notably as the face of Maybelline New York in Australia. In addition to her modeling career, she has co-hosted various television shows, namely Australia's Next Top Model and The Project on Network 10. Rose pursued a career in acting from 2008 onwards, with her debut performance in the Australian film Sweet for Fleur. In 2013, she had a small role in the drama Around the Block. She appeared in seasons 3 and 4 of the Netflix series Orange is the New Black, and received praise for her work. She has also made appearances in action films such as Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, XXX, Return of Xander Cage, John Wick, Chapter 2, and will be appearing in the films Pitch Perfect 3 and Meg, based on the novel of the same name. Early life. Rose was born in Melbourne, the daughter of Rose Langenheim, a 20-year-old single mother and artist, whom she describes as one of her role models. As a young child, she travelled frequently, living in rural Victoria, Tasmania, and Surfers Paradise before finally settling in Melbourne. As a teenager, she attended University High School and Footscray City College. Ruby is the goddaughter of Indigenous Australian boxer Lionel Rose and the great-granddaughter of Alec Campbell, the last surviving Australian Battle of Gallipoli soldier. Modelling and fashion. Rose first gained fame by joining the Girlfriend model search in 2002, which she came in second to Catherine McNeil. In 2010, she collaborated with the Australian fashion label Milk and Honey to design a capsule fashion line, which embodies her unique style and personality. The collection, named Milk and Honey, designed by Ruby Rose, includes washed jeans, leather jackets, and t-shirts with unique designs. The newly created clothing line is available in selected retailers in Australia. In addition to designing for Milk and Honey, Rose also released a collaboration collection with street footwear brand Galas. In 2014, Rose began collaborating with Phoebe Dahl, designing ethical streetwear for their clothing range Faircloth Lane. She has featured predominantly within mainstream fashion titles, including Vogue Australia, InStyle magazine, Marie Claire magazine, Clio, Cosmopolitan, Maxim, Nylon, and New York Synced magazine. SHE's been the Australian ambassador for JVC, Australian clothes company Jag, and luxury Danish label Georg Jensen. Rose is the face of Maybelline New York in Australia. Since March 2016, Rose has been the face of Urban Decay Cosmetics. In March 2017, Rose starred in Nike's latest campaign, Kiss My Ass, celebrating its Air Max Day. In May, Rose was the face of Swarovski Urban Fantasy FW17 collection launch. VJ career and television personality. In order to land her job as an MTV VJ in Australia, Rose competed against 2,000 other hopefuls in a 3-week national search. As former VJ Lindsay Rodriguez moved to the United States to co-host TRL. As part of the competition, she downed 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes against Jackass Bam Margera, and kissed strangers on a busy Sydney street. However, she enjoys her job as VJ compared to her previous job as a model. Being a model, there is always something they want to change. Whether they want someone a little bit skinnier, a little bit taller, a little bit prettier. But MTV wants you to be yourself, not censoring anything and not conforming to anything. In 2009, Rose won the Astra Award for Favorite Female Personality. She also traveled to Kenya to highlight the amazing work done by Global Vision International. She appeared in the episode, Media Virgins, of Australia's Next Top Model, acting as a guest judge, and also worked as a correspondent for the finale of Australia's Next Top Model. In July 2009, Rose, along with Dave Hughes, Charlie Pickering, Carrie Bickmore, and James Matheson, hosted the 7 p.m. Project, an Australian television news talk show produced by Roving Enterprises which airs weeknights on Network 10. She left the program to pursue her own hosting projects. In October 2009, it was announced that FOX8 had picked up the rights to UK format Ultimate School Musical, which features ordinary teenagers from a school attempting to put on a music production to a professional standard in just 6 weeks. The Australian version was produced by Fremantle Media Australia with Rose as host, and aired in 2010. Rose also hosted the Foxtel Mardi Gras for 3 consecutive years before becoming an official correspondent for Foxtel for the Vancouver Winter Olympics in 2010. In October 2015, Rose hosted the 2015 MTV Europe Music Awards alongside Ed Sheeran in Milan. Acting career. Rose appeared on the first episode of Talkin' About Your Generation, representing Generation Y alongside comedian Josh Thomas. She was selected in 2008 to act in the Australian comedy film Sweet for Fleur. She also appeared alongside Christina Ricci and Jack Thompson in the 2013 film Around the Block. Rose credits her 2014 short film Break Free, which she produced herself, for the success of her acting career. In an interview with Variety, she describes how she was not able to get a manager, agent, or audition. So she decided to create short films, as a way of being able to give myself something to do, and to study my craft. The film went viral, getting millions of views in a short period of time. In 2015, Rose joined the Orange is the New Black cast in Season 3. Rose plays new inmate Stella Carlin, whose sarcastic sense of humor and captivating looks quickly draw the attention of some of Litchfield's inmates. Rose's performance was well received. She was also cast in a guest role as the service robot Wendy in the science fiction series Dark Matter. In 2016, Rose and Tom Felton would lend their voices in the animated title Sheep and Wolves, with Rose as his fiancée Bianca. On the 3rd of August, it was announced that Rose had been cast for the Warner Brothers film Meg, a shark epic based on the novel of the same name, alongside Jason Statham. The film is set for a 2018 release. In 2017, Rose appeared in 3 action film sequels: XXX, Return of Xander Cage, alongside Vin Diesel, Resident Evil, The Final Chapter as Abigail, and John Wick, Chapter 2, alongside Keanu Reeves. In January, Rose confirmed on The Ellen DeGeneres Show that she will be joining the cast of Pitch Perfect 3. The film will be released in December. Music and charity work. In January 2012, Rose released her first single, Guilty Pleasure, with Gary Go. In November 2016, Ruby released and directed the Veronica single, On Your Side. She is a generous supporter of many charities, won a charity boxing match, and has traveled to Laos and Africa to volunteer each year. Issues of concern to her include animal welfare, campaigns for anti-bullying and youth mental health, where she works as an ambassador for Headspace. Known for being extensively tattooed, she showed off her tattoos in a photo spread for Maxim Australia and PETA, as part of the campaign, I'd rather go naked than wear fur. Personal life. Rose came out as a lesbian at the age of 12. Because of her sexuality, she suffered verbal taunts and physical abuse from her schoolmates, which led to a suicide attempt. She was also sexually abused as a child by a relative, and has bipolar disorder with a propensity towards clinical depression. With regard to childhood gender nonconformity, Rose said she wanted to be a boy while growing up, and that she was saving up money to physically transition from female to male. She said, "It was in my mind as something I wanted to do and then I just didn't. I guess I grew out of it. I even used to sleep on my front, because I didn't want to get boobs ever. Which I think worked actually." She stated that modeling led her to discover androgyny, and allowed her to model with different gender expressions. She recalled, "I remember being at a yum cha restaurant with my dad and the owner coming up and saying, 'Excuse me, we're trying to work out if you're a handsome boy or a beautiful girl.' It was a compliment, and I was shocked, and when I thought about it I actually wanted to be a handsome boy." Rose is gender fluid, saying, "I am very gender fluid and feel more like I wake up every day sort of gender neutral." This announcement came approximately a week after she released Break Free, in which she visually transforms from a very feminine woman to a heavily tattooed man. Rose stated, however, that she prefers to continue using feminine pronouns. While if she had to choose a sex, she commented that she would choose to be male. She does not feel like she should have been born with different body parts. Seeing the desire her transgender friends had for transitioning, she asked herself if her need to transition matched theirs, and concluded that she is satisfied being gender neutral. "I think, at this stage one will stay a woman, but, who knows? I'm so comfortable right now, I feel wonderful about it, but I also fluctuate a lot," she added. In 2014, Rose announced her engagement to fashion designer Phoebe Dahl. In December 2015, they ended their romantic relationship. Rose has been in a relationship with singer Jess Origliasso of the Veronicas since the 31st of October 2016. The two had previously dated in 2008. In the media. In 2012, various media outlets have commented on public fascination with Rose's gender identity, gender expression, and looks, including her tattoos and visual or behavioral similarities to Angelina Jolie, Justin Bieber and a younger Leonardo DiCaprio. In 2008 and 2009, she was chosen as one of the 25 most influential gay and lesbian Australians by Sam Esamy, an Australian online gay and lesbian community. The public and media attention increased following Rose's debut on Orange Is the New Black, significantly with regard to heterosexual women commenting on her physical appearance. During 2015, she was the 5th most searched person on Google. Emma Tatel of Maclean's stated, "Rose resembles an androgynous Angelina Jolie. She is a rare combination of angular and soft. She is a badass with a permanently arched brow and a Justin Bieber haircut. In other words, she is the lesbian James Dean, and straight women are falling madly in love with her." Alex Reese of Cosmopolitan commented, "Have you watched Orange Is the New Black's 3rd season yet? If so, you're in love with Ruby Rose, right? Everyone is in love with Ruby Rose now. Literally everyone. But it's also okay if you're not quite ready to admit it either." The media attention resulted in a new, open discourse about sexual fluidity and whether or not sexual orientation can change, with some of the media expressing disapproval toward heterosexual women, stating that they would go gay for Ruby Rose. Tatel wrote that social media lit up with tweets expressing skepticism that all it takes is a pretty face to change sexual orientation, and was accompanied by the argument that saying, "You can go gay for Ruby Rose" reinforces the idea that sexuality is a choice, and is homophobic. She felt that it was predictable and ironic that the people most eager to admonish others for expressing their attraction to Rose were those a part of the LGBT community, and cited a Jezebel article which commented that homosexuality and bisexuality are not simply identities to show off liberalism, but are rather built into a person's biology. To Tatel, this response suggests that our newly progressive world, one of supposedly collapsed sexual boundaries, may not be so progressive after all. One must either reject the norm or embrace it full force. She believes this was a wasted opportunity for sexual exploration, which she cites as a lot less daunting when labels are malleable, and that in contrast to Jezebel writer Madeline Davies stating that homosexuality and bisexuality are not identities you get to try on for a day, the world would be a better place if they were. Tatel added, the key to a tolerant and sexually flexible society is not in jumping down people's throats when they play fast and loose with labels. It's in letting everyone define their sexuality on their own terms. Rose acknowledged the public discourse concerning her physical appearance and subsequent debate on sexual fluidity, commenting that, while she thinks it is brilliant and was not expecting it, some of her friends found the public affection toward her inappropriate. They personally are offended by it, and are saying like, you can't just choose to be gay. You should say something about all these women that are saying they're turning gay. Rose stated that she is more neutral on the topic, and believes people are being complimentary when making such comments. I don't think anyone's doing it to be derogatory, or to take away from what it really means to come out and identify as a different sexuality than what people will think you are, she said. She compared today's society to how society was 10 years ago, saying that people would probably watch someone on screen that they were attracted to, but not be able to make a funny meme and say, oh my god, I'm gay, because that would be so frowned upon. She said that people should not nitpick who can or cannot identify as genderqueer, gender neutral, bisexual, or trans, or tell them how to live their lives, adding that people should let others say what they want to about their sexuality, and that this is a message the LGBT community should be supporting. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.